Yo guys, what up? Nick Broman here, and I'm coming to you very late in the day on Saturday because, oh my god, I woke up late, like really late, later than I usually do, like around 12. I had to wash my clothes because I didn't have any clean clothes, and now it's very late in the day. I was going to watch some Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., so I did that. Now here I am, finally reacting to Rwby, Vol.6, Chapter 4. It's like, what time is it? It's like, it says 6:15. I think it's actually 6:30. My clock's off a bit, but whatever. It's around that 6:30, 6:45-ish mark of the day. So it's very late in the day. I'm really excited for this chapter. It's probably just gonna be the kind of reaction to Team Rwby and Qrow, hearing about Ozpin's story and whatnot. Last chapter was really fantastic. Some people said it was half-assed. Personally, taking like a second look at it, I don't think it was half-assed. It answered some questions, and it brought up new questions as well. But I mean, generally speaking, it was a really good chapter. Probably the best so far. I mean, what do you expect? But yeah, this is probably going to be, again, just, you know, people reacting to the big news of how you can't destroy Salem, or however they phrased it, and all that jazz. So, I'm really excited. I saw the little promo clip that Rooster Teeth does for their rewind sessions. Salem was talking to Hazel, Mercury, and Emerald, and I'm really excited to see how that ends up. So, without further ado, let's get into this Rwby Vol.6, Chapter 4, right now.
Salem can't be killed. You all heard her too, right? There was so much you hadn't told us. How could you think that was okay?
Professor? What is your plan to defeat Salem?
I don't have one.
Saw that coming.
No one wanted me. I was cursed. I gave my life to you because you gave me a place in this world. I thought I was finally doing some good. But you are. Meeting you was the worst luck of my life.
Don't know how I feel about that.
Maybe you're right.
What happened?
He's gone.
That bastard! Tell him we're not done yet!
No, this is different. He's gone. It's like he's locked himself deep inside my head. Our head? I hate this. I want it to stop.
He just left us?
What are we gonna do now?
Enough! We need to get a move on. It'll be dark before we know it, and every one of you is spewing negativity. There's a trail over there. Trails usually lead somewhere.
Lady, I don't know who you think you are, but
No buts! I understand that you're upset. Honestly, I'm still coming to terms with the fact that this is humanity's second time around.
Yeah.
But if we don't move, we die. And I'll be damned if I've lived this long just to die out here in the cold.
I kind of feel her.
No, she's right. Come on.
Finally, we're moving from the single spot. Can't believe it's 4 episodes in and we're finally moving. Honestly, like,
I'm just going to be another one of his lives, aren't I?
Of course not. You're your own person.
Don't lie to him, Rooby. We're better than that.
Oh, Salem. Oh, Mistral airship. That's how they got there. Okay. So my question is, now that we know this is the god of darkness's former lands, where in Remnant is these lands at? That's what I'm curious. Where exactly in Remnant is it? My boy!
Welcome back, welcome back. I do hope you missed us as much as we missed you.
My boy's back. My boy Tyrion. Just Qrow's creepy ass voice.
Speaking of which, where is our fall maiden?
Emeralds, come on.
Don't tell me something happened to her.
I will cut off more than just your tail.
Careful, little girl. Cinder isn't here to protect you anymore. Back off, freak. Oh, don't misunderstand. I am in mourning just as you, because it appears you failed our queen. And that is a tragedy.
Indeed. I miss that creepy ass motherfucker, dude. As weird as it sounds, I missed his ass. Okay, here's the little preview clip I saw. Cause yeah, I started like with this.
I would like you to explain to me how it is you failed so spectacularly.
The Fauna's militia split our forces.
Stop. Let me rephrase the question. Who is responsible for your defeat?
This is around where the clip ended. So who was it? Who's he gonna say?
I take full responsibility.
But that wouldn't be fair now, would it? We all know who's truly to blame.
I don't.
Emerald. I want you to tell me whose fault this was. Now.
Cinder! We failed because of Cinder.
That's right. I want you to understand that failure. I want you to understand why Cinder must be left to toil in her isolation until she redeems herself.
You mean she's alive?
You're joking. How could you know that?
Are you questioning our divine savior?
Of course not. Forgive me.
It's important not to lose sight of what drives us. Love, justice, reverence. But the moment you put your desires before my own, they will be lost to you.
That might have been the first time I actually feared her.
This is simply the truth. The path to your desires is only found through me. And so we must press on. The sword under Vacuo's academy, Shade.
Ma'am, I have more to report. Qrow and the children are taking the lamp to Atlas.
Not if I can help it.
And they're being led by Ozpin.
So soon.
He's the only man with a chance of getting through to Ironwood. If that happens,
Oh shit.
Your Grace,
Leave, my boy, leave.
come on.
That was the first time I ever felt any fear coming from Salem. Oh shit, that was intense.
It doesn't look like this is gonna let up.
Just want to get this stupid relic to Atlas. Let's hope we don't have to walk all the way there. I thought trails led somewhere.
Do you have nothing better to do than to harass a defenseless old lady?
Everyone quiet. Do you hear that?
House? A gate? A gate to a house? Is that a hobbit hole? Yeah, sound like one. We had a gate that sounded exactly like that in Florida, man. Such a familiar sound.
Well, at least one good thing happened today.
Brunswick Farm.
It looks abandoned.
It's still better than this.
Come on, I think we could all use some rest.
Indeed. That it? Fuck. That really was short, man. Oh well. I mean, again, it was just a follow-up. So, don't know what I was expecting. Oh, that was my reaction to Rwby Volume 6, Chapter 4. Really, not a really good one. But at least I actually feared Salem this one time. In Volume 4, I didn't fear her at all. I was just kind of like, man, what you up to? What you scheming? What's going on? Volume 5, you only saw her that one time talking to Cinder. In like the very beginning, I think it was like Chapter 2 that you saw her. She was talking to Cinder, giving her some advice. And then you saw her very briefly at the end of, I think it was Chapter 14 last volume, when she was killing Leo. And I didn't fear her there either. The only reason why I made this really weird face that episode, because I was like, that was because like that scene, like that dragging people away into darkness scene, it creeps me out. No matter if how overused it is, it creeps me out. Especially with like the tentacle grim thing, that's creepy, man. That shit's creepy. But other than that, I never really had a reason to fear her. There was nothing that made me terrified of her. I think I just found my first glimpse of fear out of her, man. how she's so quick. She flipped that table over quick. And then straight up just lifted a single finger and brought Hazel, that big ass dude Hazel, down to the ground. Like, Jesus, okay. Not to mention she was the dominant in that scene. She was fully in control, man. That was crazy. So, other than finally actually fearing Salem for once, the very beginning of this chapter really interested me because it was Qrow that honestly I was most curious about. How would he respond to all of this? And just like he did in chapter 4 when he didn't have his sword against Tyrion, he punched Osmond in the face. My boy, the king of punches. I saw a post on Twitter comparing the two images where it was like Qrow's punch against Osmond and then against Tyrion. It was a cool side by side, and I tweeted it with my boy. So his reaction was honestly the most intriguing out of all of them, because I would have thought that you know, with how much he trusted Osmond, that he would have forgiven him to some degree. I'm not saying all the way, but some degree forgiven him. But I mean, then again, when you think about it, that reaction also isn't completely out of the blue either. When you trust someone for so long, and they hide something that deep, that dark, and you think that this person is your ally, your friend, it hurts hardest when you hear they've been hiding something that great. So I can completely understand where Qrow is coming from. Yang's response for once I actually agreed with. She said, "Bring that bastard back," or whatever. Like I keep on saying, Yang is my least favorite character on Team Rwby. Horrible, but primarily because of, I don't know, she just gets too angry too often. That I felt was like warranted. I felt like that was justified. Maria stepped up, telling everybody how it is. You're, coming off negatively. You need to calm down so we can get to safety. I completely agreed with her. Still don't know what her role is gonna be. I hope it's something big. I hope they don't pull, what was her name? What was that girl's name that was with Raven last fucking volume? Vernal? Was that it? Vernal? So I hope it's not another Vernal situation, because I was hyped for Vernal. I'm like, okay, how important are you gonna be? Boom, same volume, with barely any scenes, she's dead. What the fuck? So I hope they utilize Maria in a better way than they did Vernal. And Lionheart, actually. Lionheart was a pretty shitty character that did barely anything. So I hope Maria becomes some kind of crucial, I don't know, plot device of some kind. So, I mean, there's nothing really to talk about or really analyze. I think Qrow's response was reasonable. I mean, again, like I said, when you trust someone that long, and you especially like Qrow phrased it. How did he phrase it? Like, I was cursed, I put my trust in you, I found my place where I could belong, and that was with you. So, I mean, it's like, I can't understand where he was coming from. There's this guy I watch, Qrow. I don't know if I mentioned him already. I think I did, but I don't know. He keeps on defending Ozpin. And I watched his reaction to Volume 3, Chapter 3 of Volume 6. And he kept on referring to Ozma as Ozpin. That's not Ozpin. Ozma, if you look at it objectively, Ozma and Ozpin are two entirely different people. Ozma fought for righteousness and just a pure heart, and, justice will always prevail. It was just a genuinely, good guy. Ozpin is not that. Ozma was honest. He fought for righteousness. What has Ozma shown us, huh? Other than building the kingdoms and creating the hunters and huntresses, what the fuck has he shown us to prove that, you know, he's worthy of our trust? I mean, I don't know, man. I don't trust Ozpin. And I don't think it was fair at all that Ozpin just ran away in the back of Oscar's mind. That was bullshit. And that's what Ozpin's been doing for so long now. He's been running away. Oh, fuck me, dude. And he just did it again. God damn, man. Giving me no reasons to trust Ozpin. I hope Oscar becomes like this bridge for Ozpin where he starts to open up to people more and starts to, you know, put his trust in people again. Because, like I said last time, I think it was last time, if you can't give out trust, you can't expect trust if you're not willing to give it out. I mean, trust is a two-way street. You can't ask for trust while not giving any. So I hope Oscar becomes like this bridge for Ozpin to kind of rekindle that trust in mankind, or at the very least establish some trust between him and Team Rwby, because they fucking deserve it. After the fall of Beacon, after Pyrrha's death, Penny's death, you know, and all that shit, you know, they deserve to know what's going on, what war they're really fighting, you know, and his connection to Salem and all that. Like, they deserved to know all of that from the get-go. From the moment Ozpin came back, they deserved to know. But, I mean, I don't know. I can't trust Ozpin. He hasn't given me a reason to. It's not that he's a bad guy. I think he's a good guy trying to do the right thing, but he's making all the wrong decisions on how to do it. So, Jesus, man. Is there anything else we need to talk about? The reactions everybody gave was, I personally believe, was acceptable, justified. Maria stepped up, telling people to calm down. Finally had some kind of showcase for me to fear Salem. I mean, I think it's still going to take more for me to be convinced that I need to fear her, but whatever. I got something, and that something was good enough. For now, at least. My boy Tyrion came back. Very happy to see him. Crazy ass dude, man. Crazy ass dude. That's why I love him, because he's crazy. So now they're going into a house, and I wonder what's gonna transpire the next episode. And with that being said, I think I went over everything. So, I think I'm gonna end it here. So, if you guys like this video rated 1 through 10, like, comment, share, subscribe, do all that fun crap, and as always, this is your boy, Nick Browen, out with the yang.